Your foot.
Huzzah indeedity. Right. Got that.
Channel.
Boom.
Share. Twitter. Tweet.
Tweet. There it is.
What am I gonna do with you, Mumsy?
I'm
What?
sorry, it was hilarious.
I'm not telling you to not find it funny. I'm just going, what am I gonna do with you? Thank you, Mumsy.
It's okay. I'm on it like a car bonnet.
That's Britain speak for the front bit where the engine is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Why? What did you... Okay, we're not going to get into it. Hello, everyone.
Well, I knew it was the cover for something. I just wasn't sure if it was the trunk lid or what.
We just call it the boot.
Oh, that's fair. Hello, everyone, and welcome. So
Your avatar looks asleep.
give her a minute.
I looked at the stream and she's just like, I've just woken up.
Give her a minute. Anyway,
we woke her up from her slumber.
Oh, this is much better than when I was trying to when I was trying to have her up during the other streams with her. Tell me if I need to like set it to track my head better or anything.
Okay. I will tell you if its head starts going.
Thank you. As with the start of any virtual avatar, sometimes things need a little help. So, yes. Anyways.
Hey, Simon. Hey, Twain. Or Thorn. Damn it. Why did I say Twain?
Mumsy, why? Anyway, so today we are making a character in the most recent alpha version of the game system being made by our sponsor, Dead Tree Studios. The game, Dames of Asstoria, is coming out in August, but you can pre-order your copies on their online shop, a link to which is in the description down below. So, let's start with making our character. Oh, there's probably another thing we should get open. So, every demifauna has a type.
Pardon me.
A vague typing. Sorta like Pokemon, but not.
That's fair.
Okay. Here we are. So, do we want to make a...
I put how are you guys, not cauliflower, for God's sake.
Mumsy, are you okay? Your autocorrect needs help, and maybe a priest.
It probably does.
Anyways, so let's make one under the mammalian family, which means that this character... Let's just make a note down here. Mammal family. +1 healing rate. And then we go in here. Thank God for that one college course I took in using Excel. So our character now has a healing rate of 3. This will change as we actually stat out this character.
Yeah.
Trying to make Cleo in Dames of Asstoria. Well, not really. I don't know who I'm gonna make yet. I'm just gonna kind of make them as they come to me.
That's fair.
What is why is the I think something's up with the math on that one. Oh, I know what it is. It's because nothing's been statted out because everything's just 1.
Yeah.
So we have 21. Let me check the stat rules.
Yeah, it says 21 points still.
Yeah, technically Demifauna have 28, but because there are 7 stats and you need to have 1 in everything to actually be able to, exist, we technically only have 21.
Fair.
So, let's make... I guess what we want to make, how we're going to stat this character out, probably should depend on our starting... on what we intend to start this character as in a discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you thought that because Mumsy's here and Demifauna are like monster girls. I mean, you're not wrong. So, classes are divided into things called disciplines. You pick a discipline at level 1, at level 3, level 6. Basically, every 3 levels you can either further refine yourself in your tree or jump around to the other trees.
Ah, I see. Okay, now I understand what's about. Okay, I see now. That's not a bad thought, to be fair.
So, how do we want to make this character to start out? Do we want to start them a mage, a warrior, a rogue, or an acolyte?
What's an acolyte?
So, an acolyte is basically you're a baby cleric.
Oh, baby cleric. Sounds great.
Like, you have some healing capability, like you have some casting capabilities, but you're not like a full-on healer.
Yeah.
Now, there's for the acolyte, there are several ways you can start in the faith tree.
Mm-hmm.
There's the acolyte, the temple guard, and the druid. Temple guard is you're essentially the church's quote unquote bouncer.
Fair.
And a druid, well, druid, it's kind of what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Which tree has bards? Let's actually check into that. There's for the finesse tree, there's rogue, thief, and acrobat. From there, it delves into assassin, poisoner, ranger, jester, duelist, sharpshooter, knife fighter, scout, explorer, chef. Bard is in the finesse tree.
Makes sense.
But that's a level 6, so we'll have to come back to that and start this character as one of the 3 level 1 finesse disciplines. If we want to go straight rogue to bard build, we can build other things in... It never actually states that you have to have... So let's see what the bard requires. The bard requires that you be level 6, you have 6 ranks in body, 7 ranks in your charisma, be a jester, and have 5 ranks in perform, arcana, and linguistics.
That makes sense.
So let's look at what the jester requires. The jester requires we have level 5. Requires us to be level 3, have 5 ranks in charisma, and have 5 points spent in various finesse skills, and a persuasion of 3.
Interesting.
So let's start this character out as an acrobat.
Yeah.
Acrobats... So the level 1 classes don't really have any stat requirements.
No.
How long is this
sense.
stream gonna last? Are we talking D&D? No, actually, this is not D&D. This is a homemade system put together by Dames of Astoria. And this... Once we finish... And fun fact, once we finish the character stat sheet, we're going to draw her, and I'll have her available in my Discord server as an adoptable.
Whoop, whoop.
Standard adoptable fees apply.
Check your terms and conditions, kids.
So we're going to take this, copy it, go over to our blank sheet. I know they're going to be formatting a proper sheet, but I'm probably going to stick with it being an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Because that works really well for me. And we're going to paste the acrobat discipline right over the top of it. Of that level 1 discipline. So as a result, we have the contortionist, dodge, tumble, and pivot strike abilities. We need to make note of dodge because that gives us a conditional +5 dodge chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anybody who's going to be joining at one of our newer tiers, the Lilim tier, and will be able to play in a Dames of Astoria game run by yours truly, this is an adoptable you should probably look into. Or if you just want to have her for an RP character, no skin off my nose either way. So, let's see. For the build we want to do, which is going into Bard, we're going to need... Let's have a look at what the Jester has going on. We need 5 ranks in Charm. I thought that was the acronym for Charisma, curse you, my incurable D&D habit. So...
Jester's love has got it going on.
Silence.
Sorry, what?
So we need so we need 5 ranks in Charm. So let's plunk 4 of our 21 right here to make that a 5.
Yeah.
So we have 17 left. 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5. Now we have 5 points left to spread out as we wish. 3 is average for a demifauna.
Right.
Three reasons. Reason 1, you're already in a dame's thing. Reason 2, finances. All the reasons needed. Apologies.
That is true.
So, let's since we're an acrobat, we have 5 points left. Let's put 2 of those into our coordination, giving us
Makes
a
sense.
5. And let's make our body... Well, let's look at the bard requirements again. This one requires 6 in our body.
Mm-hmm.
And Jester gives us +2 to charm. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to take 1 out of that coordination to drop it to 4, then put the remaining 3 in our body for a 6.
Yeah, that's fair.
So there we go. We are statted out. Now let's get to the fun bit. We are in... Now this technically should translate to the species of the demifauna.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, what species should we make this girl?
You see, after I saw Simon mention Cleo, now I'm just thinking
You would like to make it Cleo? Or at least a satyr?
maybe a little bit, just a little bit.
Let's do a satyr.
Yeah.
And no, lady satyrs are not called fawns. There's a difference between a satyr and a fawn.
Yeah, fawns are basically deerlings, so they have deer legs rather than goat legs.
And yes, there is a difference.
Yes, there is.
So let's go.
I know.
So we have a species of satyr, and we're going to log that here, and that this character is in the mammal family. Now, here's where this system really starts to get a smidge crunchy. Not too crunchy, but a smidge crunchy. And yes,
Okay.
Feel free to elaborate if you're comfortable. And feel free to elaborate wherever you are comfortable, Simon. So, let's start with the head. So, so each body section has a pool of 8 points we can spend to customize it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check the playtest rules to see if there's anything. You cannot spend unused points in other sections, so we're gonna have to find a way to burn 8 points in each section.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing we're gonna want, if this is gonna be a satyress, is horns.
Yeah.
Horns is a 2-point trait.
Mm-hmm.
Horns. 2 points. And we're going to take all of this right here. So, for someone who possesses... There we go. A person with horns gains a special move, Goring Charge. This has to be performed after you do a move action and costs 2 action points. It deals your body plus your unarmed plus your distance move divided by 10 rounded down, d6 in damage.
Right.
Goring charges, you can negate another person's goring charge by clashing horns. In the case of a clash, roll opposed unarmed, so we're going to want to put some points in unarmed, and the loser gets knocked prone. If you crit fail, the two parties have their horns stuck together and must make strength or coordination checks to break free.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
So, let's have a look at the rest of the things we want this girl to be able to do. So, let's look at some of the one-pointers. And we don't have to spend all the points in a thing, we can't save points to sprinkle around.
Yeah.
So,
do goats have better hearing or better sight?
I can look that up for you.
I swear they have better hearing than they have better sight. But I do know that they have a very peculiar iris that responds to the way...
Do goats have top teeth? Yes, they have full sets of teeth. Who Googles this stupidity? Have better... Do goats have good eyesight? Yes, goats have fantastic eyesight, actually.
The smell and hearing are 100 times better than humans.
Yep. So the thing is, there are 3 ranks in each one, so we can only spend a little bit in each rank. Goat square pupils terrify me. Have you seen an octopus?
Yeah.
Have you seen an octopus? They got W eyeballs. It's weird.
Cuttlefish too.
Cephalopods are freaky. Like, let's just put that there.
Oh yeah.
So let's put... So we can spend our remaining 6 points to max out the sense of smell and the sense of hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So, better sight. And we're going to make a note that we're putting three ranks in this. That's going to cost us 3 points. Now we're going to go back, take the... What thing did I just do? We said better scent and better hearing, not better sight. What's wrong with me?
Yeah. The hearing and the times better.
Yeah. Their eyesight's about as good as an average thing. Like diving or money. D&D character for a project. Yeah, now's the chance to use her. Better.
Oh, and toads. Toads also have rectangular pupils.
Toad eyes are, I think, quite striking.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to... Copy. Paste values only. So this character gains 1d10 to their perception stat for smell-based perception checks per rank. Additionally, they gain 1d10 for survival skills for tracking and detecting targets within 50 feet, but because we have all 3 ranks, that's 150 feet. Now we go get the better ears.
That makes a lot of sense. So the reason why they're so peculiarly shaped is while grazing, they can keep an eye on the grazing situation, but also keep an eye out for predators at the same time.
This costs us 3 points. And we copy. Paste. Undo. Click. Paste special. Values only. Non-D&D character creation system that involves dice used in D&D. Yes, but not exactly in the same way. Your
Mm-hmm.
sense of hearing is extraordinary. Gain 1d10 to your perception for hearing based perception checks per rank. So, if asked to hear something, you can add 3d10.
The acrobat is just sitting there on a trapeze. Damn it, I can hear my stalkers breathing a mile away. There he is.
Additionally, you gain an additional d10 to your empathy skill within a range of 3 feet. Of 50 feet. Range
Mm-hmm.
increases by 50 feet per rank.
Oh boy.
Where can we watch these games? I'm going to be once the slots are full, content will be provided in the meantime, so nobody in those tiers feels cheated. Um, they will be recorded and be available for public viewing on Patreon and YouTube. So now we go to the arms section. Well, technically, body comes first. Do we want increased carry weight? The Holy Grail War game isn't being recorded. That's a personal game that's not being recorded. Mumsy, are you with me? Mumsy, are you with us, man? Can you make one that can be viewed for people like us? Well, these two games are going to be viewed. Are going to be watchable. Public are going to be watchable publicly, so that should be all right. But I can't hear you. I mean, the Holy Grail War game. If I can get a slot in my schedule to open up, I can try and do something like that. I'll have to talk to the person running the game, though. So I'm gonna try something. Oh no. Discord? Are you alright in there? What system do they use so I can instead of set at the age of Ultron to it? Well, we're using the standard D&D 5e, so there's not really gonna be too much of a difference. Um, no, I think we're good. I just need to try something really quick here. And okay, so Discord's acting funky. Good to know. Mums, if you can hear me. Do servants work as NPCs, or are they characters for the same person playing as master? Servants are classed as NPCs that are controlled by the DM. Let's just get through this. One moment, everyone. Apologies for any disruption this may have upon the stream.
Oh, I hear you.
I heard something. All I needed to do was Control Alt Delete. Noted. How do stat blocks work for servants? Like if someone were to summon Zerk or Heracles. With that one, you'd have to ask Crow about that one. Because he's the one who's running the game and designing the servants and such. But he did say
that someone built the game world and that they have actual stat blocks, but I think that the servants are over level 20 characters. They are.
Yeah. Basically, what he's doing is he's layering multi-classing to get the effects he needs.
Yeah.
Layering effects, feats, classes, to get the abilities needed to properly emulate the character.
Which has led to us being captured in two sessions.
Well, to be fair, you're the one who looked at the dude who apparently doesn't fucking sleep and went, I'm a sneaky up on his butt.
No, I was like, I'm gonna at least scout ahead, see what's happening, and then go back. He saw me before I had the chance to go back. There's a difference.
I have an avatar I use occasionally. I need to get back into the habit of using her. So, I was thinking, because sometimes goats are used as pack animals, for one of the body traits, we use increased carry weight.
Interesting.
Which doubles the amount of things she can carry. So, and that's a really good one for a 1 point.
Yeah.
Carry weight. 1. Carry weight now doubled. And it'll make note of it along here somewhere. Because of how small a goat's tail is, I don't think we're gonna have to spend any points for this.
No.
For her having that little dinky goat butt tail thing. The itty bitty goat tail.
The itty bitty little fly swatter.
Yep. There is a thing called natural defenses, which we can kind of look at. Natural defense fur is, I think, my best bet.
Yeah, good call.
Do we want to max that out?
Heck yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so this is a floofy goat.
Yeah, floof. They floofy.
So layer features from class 7 want the Atalanta NPC who in lore can change between Berserker and Archer via the Boar Cloak. Yes, you would be creating 2 different stat blocks for the different versions of the character.
Yeah.
Defense.
And I will
Fur.
say that Crow has stated that they do have artifacts on them. So, yeah. Servants be scary. Servants be mad.
Yep.
I hope I get my top hat back.
We will endeavor to get you your top hat back.
Thank you.
Okay, so you gain 2d10 to resist exhaustion from the cold.
That's
you
good.
can also shed 1d4 units of fur per day, and with successful mercantile thing, you can sell it for 3 quarries a unit. But now that you're ranked, of course, as rank 2, you can shed 2d4 units, but if you get wet, your movement speed is halved because heavy. In addition, your fur is so... Now, we're gonna, for aesthetics, confine this fur to the legs.
Yeah. It's dense, fleecy... I almost said dense, fleecy fleur, but that's not what I was trying to say. Dense, fleecy fleur. Fur. Damn
So
it.
We're looking at one of those, like, fancy wool-keeping goats.
Yes, Simon, they stole my top hat. It's the one thing that made Jonathan Jonathan.
Well, to be fair, most of Jonathan's personality made Jonathan Jonathan. The hat is just what is just visually distinctive.
Yeah. He is one hell of an assassin.
And the rest of us just look at him and go, dude, how do you exist?
Trauma! That's
Right.
how.
Now we've got 3 points left to spend, so let's look at some of... Oh, look! Eat anything!
Yes! That didn't take us long.
That's a 2-pointer. 1 rank. You don't care. You can eat anything which you could reasonably chew.
Nom nom nom.
Mumsy is not playing. How would I say? I'm tired, and my brain is just going. Bzzz. I'm having a brain go brr, and not in a good way. Okay, so how would Emiya, non-assassin, and non-alter form stat sheet work? So Emiya Archer. What's his? Mumsy is playing as a emissary from the Holy Church who got roped into our bullshit.
Yeah. Basically. Or because his father has a position at the place
Church.
that... he used to be at the church.
Yeah.
He's kind of retiring, but is now helping out with the mages stuff. It's weird.
You got dragged into this.
I did. But I think it was more because Niles is just like, he needs to start hanging out with kids.
His own age. Oh, look! Other children.
Someone has a love for tea just like me. These scones could be better, though.
So, I'm thinking high altitude breathing. You put rank in point cost by mistake. There's not much of a... Oh, so I did. Eat anything.
No.
Whoops! So I did. Oh, that's a shame, because I was going to propose, That's a shame, because I was going to propose we add on high altitude breathing.
Mm.
So let's look at the one pointers and see if there's anything we can do with that. Why don't we just leave them at, why don't we just leave her at 7 and progress to the next part of the body?
Yep, probably a good idea.
Now, forward ever forward.
Haha!
Leg.
I will never get over the fact you accidentally called me mummy.
They're one letter off! What do you want from me?
It's okay!
How would noble phantasms function? I imagine those would be like a special class. That's something you'd have to make up whole cloth.
Mm-hmm.
So
it sounds like a special feature thing.
Yeah. So I have a idea for what to do with the goat features.
Mm-hmm.
2, 6, 7, 2, 6, 8. So we go 1 rank of increased jump.
Yeah, makes sense.
For like that's a 2-pointer, but we're only putting 1 rank in it, so that's just 2. Double jumping distance. Increase jump / leap. Double jumping and leaping distance. Can you use the extra points in boosting the stats a bit more?
No.
There's nothing there that says I can. The only thing it specifically says about the points is that they cannot be used in other sections.
Yeah, so you can't turn around and go, hey, I may have 7 here, maybe I should use them in the next section for the feet. It doesn't work that way.
Also, I think what Simon was asking is, can we use spare attribute point? Can we use spare section points to convert to attribute points? In which case, I'm gonna have to ask Zen about that, because nothing I've found is yay or nay on that one.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like something that hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, that sounds like something that they haven't figured a rule for yet, which makes sense because this is an alpha build.
Yeah, this is alpha build.
Big campaign, long creation, and massive plot point. Yes, probably. A noble phantasm is supposed to be a oh no.
That's you're done fucked up, son.
Yep, now we're taking the hooves, which is another 2-pointer. And we gain a hoof attack. Copy.
They're hoofing it.
For 2 action points, you may kick out with your hooves, dealing an additional 1d6 to your unarmed damage. Now, here's where this comes to play.
Mm-hmm.
The attack lovingly called Yeet Kick.
Angry goat lady.
It's a 4-pointer.
Did you nearly put yeet kick?
Paste values only, which means this character has a strong pair of legs able to deal killing blows with a simple kick. Taking notes to speak, how am I able to find... You don't need 7 other people, though. Our our Fate campaign only has 4 players, but we're operating in the Grand Order timeline instead of the Holy Grail War timeline.
Yeah.
For 3 AP, you may kick a target, dealing 4 times unarmed damage and knocking your target back body ranks feet. Note, if you have talons or hooves, this trait instead uses those damage as the base for this attack.
That makes sense.
Clarify with your DM on what this actually means. Now,
It probably just means hit die.
yeah, but always clarify.
Yeah, no, obviously. But yeah, no, that is good though. Just being like,
just boom.
Because I have been kicked by a goat. It is not fun.
I was gonna say, I have never been kicked by a goat, but boot. That kick yeet kick has saved the Dame's party's life more than once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was trying to get a goat off a shed.
And it
Don't ask me how he got up there.
And it decided to kick you for it.
It decided to do that jump off the shed and kick at the same time.
That would make things a lot easier, and I guess Masters for Sherman's like Avaspawn would be an NPC. Yes, you do not have to be running a full Grail War to be using the Fate universe.
No.
So I'm not seeing anything in the arms section that really makes sense for the build we're doing.
Mm-hmm. You see, I've seen some satyrs with like tufts of fur on the shoulders, but not too...
Nothing special on the hands.
Yeah. No, nothing special on the hands. The ears, on the other hand, that's something that I've seen.
Yeah, that's why I've picked the special ear perk things. Now we get into the Now we get into the miscellany.
Yeah, the miscellany. The miscellany.
Now, here's where things get a little bit more customizable. Do we want this to be big goat woman or small goat woman?
See, goats are quite compact unless they are supposed to be
big.
Big by because of harsh environments. But goats are generally quite manageable.
For a Satyrs, nothing in the arms category really matched the build, so we're just going to leave that alone.
Yeah.
So now we go to the miscellany. Now, do we want this to be like a big kind of mountain goaty type lady, or a smaller sort of farm goat?
You see, I've seen more smaller compact goats than I have seen big mountainous.
Google image a mountain goat real quick.
Mountain goat. Let's see.
We weren't gonna.
Why is search safe off? You bugger.
So
even mountain goats are quite compact, to be honest. They're not really that big.
Right. So the thing is, if we make her small, we lose some carry weight and HP. So let's just keep her average human size.
Yeah.
Because that way we're not losing or gaining anything.
Yeah.
And yes, the increase attribute thing does give you potentially 8 more points to spend on the attributes, but that kind of shoots yourself in the foot for other things you might want to do with the character.
Yeah.
So
female mountain goats are quite cute. Sorry, bit of a tangent.
It's okay. So Here's what I'm thinking. And hear me out and tell me if you don't like this, Mums.
Go on.
I'm thinking we grab. How much does Minerva weigh? Well, she's about the same size class as a halfling, so I imagine she'd weigh about the same as well.
I honestly thought you were going to say a hamster.
No, she's not that tiny.
My brain was just like, hamster?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Minerva's about the size of a halfling. So so she's probably also in the same weight category.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So I'm thinking we get stubbornness and educated.
Oh yeah, goats are incredibly stubborn.
So we go to racial traits, miscellany, stubborn, 2-pointer.
Would you also say fight and flight? Because I've seen quite a lot of goats that go through weird phases of just I want to bat you.
We'll alternate between fight God for a bagel.
Yeah. And then, yeah, nah. Hell nah.
I'm out. Now I usually pick educated right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Because, well, I'm playing a sorcerer, or like a wizard type character, and they need to know how to read to gain more spells.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we grab 2 ranks of fight or flight.
Yeah. Because it would definitely help with their survival instincts and whatnot. They can be stubborn, but they are also incredibly fickle creatures.
That was a mistake.
Or just say that she's more stubborn in the bedroom department.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna say anything. You know what? No, we'll just copy paste this. Oh no, undo. Copy. Paste. For anyone wondering, a D2 is a coin.
Yeah.
Like, flip a coin.
Yeah.
And there we go. Carry her. Yeah. She's small enough that she can be carried. So there we go. We've statted her out. And we've got her traits figured. So now we've got to go back to the vital stats page and start sussing that out. So, for example, with the eat anything, she has a plus 25 to poison resistance. Oh no, I don't think I did that right. There we go, I did that right. So if we put all the servants from past Grail Wars, not including Grand Order, who would be the winning servant? There's a lot of things in play with that one. I don't fully know. carry weight is somewhere. Oh. In other news, everyone, I'm bad at math.
I'm even worse at math.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay.
I think the only person who's worse than me at math is my wife. I legit heard her say these words once. And it worked really well because she turned around and she said, I'm as ready for this math exam as 5 times 5 is 15. And I stood there and I went,
but it's not.
That it isn't. And she goes, exactly. She said it as her maths teacher walked by and she went, oh, I'm going to need all the luck in the world to get you to pass, aren't I? And she went,
Now, I don't know where jumping and leaping distance got put.
Isn't it legged?
No, I mean, I don't know where on the sheet it lives. This is one of those things I've never had to figure out until right now.
Would you just say it was like talent thing?
Yeah. We've got the math figured out. I did a typo in the spreadsheet.
Ah, I see. Woo!
Mumsy, did you just fall down?
I definitely fell off a chair.
At least you're okay.
I didn't hit my arse this time, so I'm happy.
For small things, we are ever grateful. Okay, so now it does. Now the requirements for this do say we need 5 points spent in finesse skills, but this is something at level 3, and we're creating a level 1.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put, and it needs 3 ranks in persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put 2 points here. So we have that 3. So we have that 3.
Yeah.
Let's actually have a look at what +1 CRD. I'm having a blank on what acronym is CRD.
CRD.
It'll probably mention it here on the sheet, here in the... what does it mean? Is that supposed to be coordination? Ah, yes, it's coordination. Oh, thank God. I'm not dumb, I swear. So we gain +1 to our coordination. So let's go back to our character sheet. Go to the vital stats. Go to our coordination. Modifying. We have a modifying of 1, so that brings us up to 5. Which is right where we wanted to be anyway.
Yeah.
Hello, husband creature.
I was so expecting. Yes.
How are you?
Hello, husband creature. Hello, lava. You can't hear me, but hello.
Mumsy says hello.
Hey, Mums.
I heard him. I heard the lava. Don't hurt us tonight, please.
He's begging for mercy. Honey, dice sessions tonight, remember? Okay, fair. I would state what I think we need mercy about, but that episode hasn't come out yet. Is there anything I can do for you, sweetie pie? Oh, in that case, could you do me a favor and run these to the shower for me? Yes, dear, I will charge your phone for you.
Equivalent exchange right there. That's a Full Metal Alchemist reference right there.
Well, my husband enjoys the show, so there we go. So
It's a great anime.
So there's that. There's that. So now we're going to go to the skills and perks section. Because we have that 3 in coordination now, which is what we need for the jester thing, we can then take the remaining 3 and plonk them into unarmed.
Ah, yes.
Because we have the horns.
Yes, we have the horns
That
and we
means
have the hooves.
A flat 25-point bonus to the thing is, with the way the system works, you need to roll above the number for the resistance to proc.
Right.
So you want the number as low as possible.
Right.
I'll double check with the creator of the system after the stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I will put a pinned comment of anything I got wrong.
Mm-hmm. Right, I'm just going to very quickly go to the loo. I won't be long.
Go. Just go. Yeah, I'll be double checking. Should I answer my question? I sent you a message about the subject, although I might have DM'd the wrong person. Stug, let me check. Yes, I DM'd it to you on the 7th. Let's just double check that we got everything. Alright, because of the horns, there's that special attack. We should probably make note of that. A thing for another day. Now, because our girl isn't a casting class, she does not have any spells or anything like that. But she does have a Goring torch makes you think of attackers in the basement. Yes, actually, that's great. Perks. Where the heck did it go? Is this it?
Right.
Oh,
I am back.
Oh, that's that's boons. That's not what I want.
I thought you said boobs then.
Hi
I was
Abby. Bye
catching up on
Abby.
chat.
That's the spells.
I was catching up on chat. I'm sorry.
Talent.
I was half listening.
Talents and skill perks. Oh, thank God. That's what I wanted. So next is one of the most is one of the most disappointing things. It can be if it's tricky to pull off, in my mind. From what I've seen, it's tricky to pull off, but if you can pull it off, it can be quite effective.
Mm-hmm.
So at level 1, your character gets a level 1 talent.
Oh, interesting.
Which one do you want her to have?
Let's see.
Hi, Abby. Bye, Abby.
Jumper seems to be a good one.
Yeah, because that just. Yeah, jumper works for me as well. Jumper. Plus 10. Add to jump and leap distances.
I think Minerva did, if I remember correctly.
Yes, she did.
Oh,
Minerva did
yeah.
get Potent Caster, Versatile Caster, and a couple other ones. Just ones that really amp up her ability to cast. There. Now, because we have. Now, there are also some skill perks we need to look into.
Mm-hmm.
For example, our unarmed, we have the skill Knockout.
Oh, okay.
Well, we have the talent called Knockout.
Yeah. The satyrs are knockouts. In more ways than one.
What are we going to do with you?
Ah.
For 1 action point per turn, unarmed attacks are considered stun. I thought Pursuit to make the most of the goring charge. Well, as you level up, you can get more perks.
Yeah.
And the perk you get and the talent you get, you can get more talents as you level up, and your level is not bound. Once you get level 2, you are not restricted to just level 2. You're not restricted to just level 2 perks. And since we have 3 ranks in Persuasion, we can go get the Persuasion skill perk.
Oh my god, I'm an absolute idiot.
What?
I didn't realize those giant rocks in Pokemon Legends Arceus can be knocked down.
Okay.
I'm a fool.
Yeah, so the ranks in persuasion give her the ability to bait, which means that she can go toe to toe with the most stubborn of wordsmiths, and as a result, may reroll 1 persuasion check per day, keeping the new results.
Interesting. That's cool.
All right.
I've just got this image of, no, how about you do that again? They go, no, you. Mic drop.
Yep.
They got me back with wordplay.
Our character has a massive, massive carry weight, so we can kind of run a little fast and loose with her equipment.
Mm-hmm. Or lack thereof.
Now, because this girl... Okay, there we go. There we go. Will this character be drawn later on? Yes, she will.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your character has several natural attacks at their disposal.
Yeah.
They have the I punch you really, really hard in the face,
Mm-hmm.
which is their body plus their unarmed skill plus a d4, costs 2 AP, and doesn't really require a use classification.
A 3.5e reference, Mumsy? Ow.
So
I'm really bad with my additions.
3.5 is the one that came before the edition we don't talk about.
Oh. Like Hamlet, got you.
Yeah. But... damage. F7. Plus... Sadly, it only does math across the one sheet, so I have to... So if you want to have it do the math for you, you would have to manually put that in. Campaign where MRG's character dated the party bard. Ah, yes, the 3-5 campaign. That was deeply entertaining. 6 plus 3 plus 1d4 costs 2 AP, and we also have that goring charge ability. Goring charge 6 plus 4.
Ah, I see.
Six plus 4. Plus 6 plus 4 plus distance round down d6 and costs It costs 2 AP. We need to make a note that must be done after movement action. There's no emergency. I had a talk with L9. They might be making a change to Fatebreaker. Okay, cool. Minerva doesn't have either of that, but I understand. Now that we've got... Next we have to do the yeet kick.
The yeetith kick. I say no, sir.
Damage. For unarmed. Also, the amount of distance is divided by 10. Distance divided by 10. Round down. Hoof Attack times 4. AP cost of 3. Mumsy, what are you doing in the background? Because we can hear you typing.
Nothing. I'm not at all looking at the news.
Well, if you are, far be it from me to stop you. So, So, let me just check the equipment section to see what it mentions about... So, I imagine a bear... Actually, let me look at the character building. Unarmed damage. So... Unarmed. Knowledge of hitting things with your body or the bodies of others. That's concerning.
Yep, that is very concerning.
I will be checking with the L9 to see, but I'm going to assume I'm going to assume that the damage dice for Hoof and Fist are right around the same as each other.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 plus... Wait, what is the equation for Fist? Plus skill, that would be unarmed. Why did I put 3? Oh, that's the trained ranks instead of the total ranks. I'm slightly dim.
Now you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. You're good.
6 plus 4 plus 3. 4 plus... It says add, not replace. So that's plus 1d4 plus 1d6 times 4. With an AP cost of 3. So, do we want this girl to have like a melee weapon?
It
Other
would make
than-
sense that it would make sense if she did.
Right. Like, let's see what's in the equipment sector. Well, her only, like, skill in combat is unarmed.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only one we put points in.
Yeah.
But she has enough body that she could probably.
Maybe a whip.
She has enough body that she could probably get by with a spear.
Mm,
Hi,
that's
cat.
fair.
Bye, cat.
Which one was that one?
Oh, Abby.
Abby's making the rounds today.
Yep. So let's do a short. So let's grab a short spear for her inventory. Short spear. I imagine the AP. Does it list an AP cost to use this thing? AP short spear 2. You start with 3 AP and you gain more as you level.
Makes sense.
Damage is body, so in that case that's 6 plus 1 plus 1d6. We can increase her skill as we go.
No whip because Spyro. Okay, so Spyro is decently good at using the whip. The only thing he has trouble with is knocking things prone. When he wants to be ethical and not kill things, he kills them. He doesn't want to kill them.
Yeah, and then we do this and then the head pops off.
Yeah.
Range
The
on
neck is the easiest place to grab, so you can pull down.
Then just pop!
Pop, where's the weasel?
Bubsy, and then poor Spar's just like, oh dear god!
I didn't mean to, I swear!
And there goes your stuff.
Yeah, I dropped my ring.
Well, put it back on.
I put it back on.
So let's go. Since we're making her very maneuverable,
Mm-hmm.
let's put her in some lighter armor.
Mm-hmm.
Like my first
Just
go
nothing.
Like my first
Oh,
go-to
sorry.
would be hide.
Goat too. Sorry.
Yeah, my first thought is hide
Mm-hmm.
or a game bison. Because that does deal a good because that does give a good amount of protection.
Yeah, Gambison sounds good.
Armor Gambison. Why is the text color white in that? I don't want it white. I want it so I can see it. 60T. T type light. And what does a Gambison give? And it gives none. Okay. This is stuff for craft. Oh, this is the crafting section. I need to make a note of this for Minerva because she has quite a deal of stuff.
Crafting stuff.
Like that one guy's head in part 4. So was Mr. Unmentionable part of the most recent part of that story? No, he who shall not be named was not there during the Briarwood arc.
No.
One thing I do like is that, yes, the Briarwood arc is missing some of its more light-hearted moments. Like Scanlan's apparent multi-hour search for a beret. But, so in the original campaign, Pike's player was not present for a majority of the Briarwood arc. I think she showed up in like the 11th hour or something.
Yeah. Ashley Johnson was actually filming and dealing with Last of Us Part 2 at the time.
And was unable to be present.
Yeah.
So, in the show, Pike is not with the rest of Vox Machina, but we do see what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just cool.
Mm.
Like, it shows that during the fight with Lady Briarwood, her connection with her goddess has started not working properly.
Mm-hmm.
And we see her go to a temple of her goddess to try and fix it.
Yeah.
And I get the feeling at the end of each episode we're gonna see a little bit of Pike like working on regaining that connection, which I think is a really good way of like keeping a character present. Especially one as key to a party as their healer.
Oh yeah, and Grog's reaction to Pike not being there was just, "Aww.
We love you, you big lug." All right. Well, I can't really think of anything else to do with her.
Mm-hmm.
Also need to make note in the medicine part of the crafting sheet because the surgeon sheet. Yep. Basically, so the reason I mentioned I'll have to make notes of the crafting section is because Minerva, and I'm gonna go find her.
Are you trying to make gunpowder?
Yes.
For explosions.
We're trying to make things go boom.
I see.
Going to her skills and perks. Her alchemy is not the best. I'm gonna have to.
So she needs to train.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a note that she has some alchemy skill perks.
Mm-hmm.
But
they may still need more.
Yeah. Equipment crafting. Potion. Where's the bit for things that go boom? That's smithy. Okay, that's nice to know, but not as helpful as it could be. Well, if we're working with... Well, we could probably do something with futzing around the concentration of smoke bombs.
Mm-hmm.
We will figure that out when we get there. Anyway, so I can't really think of anything else to do with her.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to ask where on the sheet the jumpy bits is.
Doing, 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 yeah.
Like the jump distance and all that good stuff. So, do you want this Satyris to be named after after Spyro's wife?
Yes, please.
Okay. There we go. Okay. I can't really think of anything else to do with her. And Mumsy, to let you know, Mums, Surgeon is a perk that cures wounds, which are long-term damage done to you if you take a hefty chunk of damage at once. Like, for example, Minerva's had a wing get busted. That's a wound that she has to get healed.
Gotcha, that makes sense. I kind of like it.
Yep. So, there she is.
Even if they had, like, natural regenerative abilities, you're going to need to make sure that it doesn't set improperly.
Yeah. So we took... Yeah, Ava actually ended up having to go see a medical professional. Wait, did I say the name? Did I say the right...
What did you say?
I was going to say, did I say the right name? For
medical professional.
For a second I thought I said Ava instead of Minerva.
I didn't notice, to be honest.
We'll just say I said Minerva and carry on. Hi, Abby. Bye, Abby.
That cat really is making her rounds today.
Yep. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming by.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Please do, if you're interested in Dames of Astoria, please look into pre-ordering a version. I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning. Proceeds to try cook breakfast with gunpowder. Whee! Why does that sound like so... Why does confusing black powder for pepper sound like something Spyro would do?
How very I remember I had that exact same thing happen to me with the salt and my tea very recently.
Oh no! I'm so sorry, Mumsy.
I made an abomination and I was very sad.
Oh. But anyways, she is done. Thank you all very much for stopping by, and I hope to see you all again soon. Please, if you're interested in buying Dames of Astoria, please feel free to pre-order the core book in the link in our description. And if you want to help us keep the lights on over here so I can keep doing this, please check us out on Patreon. We have tiers ranging all the way from $1, where you get your name in at the end of the video and you get early access, all the way up to $100, where I run a Dames of Astoria game for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Basically, the link is shop.projectdeadtree.com. That is shop.projectdeadtree.com.
It's also in our description if you want to click on it. Digital versions of the core book are $20 US. Hardcovers are $50, and hardcover copies signed by the devs are $80.
Yeah.
All numbers listed are in US currency. Exchange rates may apply.
Perfect.
Thank you all very much for coming, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.